What's good, people? Relevant TV. Let's get straight into it, viewers. Any of you guys out there who actually do music, but you've got lack of self-esteem, because that's what it boils down to, or you got lack of education, get people around you who's got education and have your best interest, and get people around you who actually egg you on to do good rather than egg you on to do fucking stupid shit. Because, simple example I'm going to give you guys out there. Nines is a talented rapper, but instead Nines is surrounded by people like himself. That means he can't see no better, he can't do no good, because he's surrounded by people like himself. And he's surrounded by men that ain't going to tell him, listen, like a grown man, you're doing wrong. So any rapper out there, always remember, if you're good at what you do, believe in yourself and put all your money into yourself. If you look at Giggs and what Giggs has come through regarding the music, how much he was being blocked, but he still carried on going. That's because Giggs was surrounded by people who's trying to help him and actually know what talent he's got. He surrounded himself in the end with people who understood him, that had his best interest. He also surrounded himself with man with education, not just man that come from the street, because that's no good. Being from the street in the fucking music world, in the entertainment world and in the corporate world, that's no good just being from the street. You have to have somebody at least with your best interest. So credit to Giggs for obviously evolving in what he's doing right now in 2021. Still relevant, still trying to make that music. Next person I'm going to speak about is LD67. Good at music, good at what he does, but he's got lack of self-esteem and he don't actually believe in himself because he's not getting that type of money from doing his music. But he didn't realize if he had people with education around him, he will make that money simply in the music game. But instead, he's surrounded by people like himself. So people don't realize when you're surrounded by people like yourself, you can't see no better. Look at what 6-7 has done for the music game in the UK. And personally, if it wasn't for 6-7, there's a lot of people today that wouldn't be actually making that type of music. To see the main man go jail for small little pebbles on county lines, that's some joke thing. That's like trampy behavior. That's trampy. When you're actually making noise and people actually know who you are and recognize you for doing music, you don't need to be doing no county lines, because that's some waste man thing when you've actually got real credible talent in the UK. So LD needs to come out of jail and just stick to music. Everything else, try and surround himself with better people. If he don't surround himself with better people, I guarantee you he'll end up just like Crazy Titch. So I'm going to speak about Crazy Titch. Crazy Titch has always been crazy. He's always been abrupt. That's the way he's always been. It's not a pretend, it's not a facade. Always wanted to be in the mix of things. When Crazy Titch was in jail back in the day, Crazy Titch was loud, but he wasn't that bad. He wasn't a bad boy. He was just a loudmouth guy. Crazy Titch come out of jail and got tricked out of his position. Now he's doing 30 years life in prison because he's loud enough to fall for the trap. Now, if you guys got any common sense, you'll see the fucking same pattern with all the people I just mentioned. And all of them are black. So you guys out there need to start realizing, people are not trying to trick you, you're tricking yourself. And if you're going to trick yourself, there's going to be people waiting for you to fall into that trap, i.e. the police and the system. Most people out there know, when you're in the system, it's so easy. It takes probably 20 seconds to get into the system, but it takes, like Crazy Titch, 30 years to get out of that bitch. Remain Relevant TV, like, share, subscribe. Peace.